gagawin. Beast class or etong mga to. Mahirap ng mga to eh. Ito na lang. Itong kay Sharp kasi Thunderbird na lang kailangan natin. Check muna natin kung may pera tayo. Kung meron, pwede tayo magpuntang Hogsmeade para bumili ng Thunderbird. Ito kay JP Pin. Tapos, gamitin natin siya sa kalaban.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Off for another adventure.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
Biling Thunder Brew.
A wise decision. Thank you.
Acquiring use a Thunder Brew against enemies. So, ang next natin gagawin ay maghanap ng kalaban.
Mine now, demi guys.
Revelio.
Ang laglagi kapag unang bukas.
Revelio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Na natin lahat para di na siya maglag later.
Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa. Reparo. Descendo. Repulso. Glacius. Confringo.
Okay, hanap na tayo kalaban.
Best thing in the world, finding a beast in your trap.
What?
Confringo!
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Protect!
Expelliarmus.
Come now!
Confringo!
Glacius.
You're going to regret that.
Confringo. Descendo. Repulso. Expelliarmus.
I'm just warning. Don't go down easy. Death from above.
Yes.
Protect! Cessia! Sounds quite conductive.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Expulso! I see that flash of inspiration.
Confringo. Revelio. Glacius. Repulso. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Glacius. Descendo. Confringo. Repulso.
No!
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Lumos.
Sayang di tayo nakapagbenta kay J. Pippin.
Lumos. Revelio.
Ano ba yan? Oh my god. Pag ano tayo ng flu.
What are you up to now?
West Forbidden Forest. Then, punta muna tayo Hogsmeade para magbenta.
Hello there. In the market for potions, are... Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. I hope to see you again.
Tipi tayo kay Professor. Ayan, di ba? Okay.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Have you finished your assignments?
Yes, Professor.
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good.
Revelio.
Seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom. For your sake.
Gusto ko kasi lagi meron akong Accio before ako then lagyan natin siya na ito.
Everyone else.
Accio. Defender.
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Expelliarmus. Descender.
siya long range.
Defender.
As I mentioned earlier, Defindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
Meron na tayong panlaban. Okay, ang next natin gagawin ay mag main quest.
Because imagine having
Off for another adventure.
this cannot possibly be.
Go to the beast class. Ito yata yung pwede na tayong ano. Ito yata yung pwede na tayong ano tawag doon? Sumakay kay ano? Backbeak ba pangalan? Backbeak. Yung lumilipad na ano? Aso. Aso ba yun na may tuka?
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts.
Lalagay ito.
I think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast food?
Wala. Ano nakalagay dito?
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
I like you too.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Ay, mamimili tayo ng pet.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing. Oh.
Arriba.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tus peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent?
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on.
Sorry.
And brush the measles, just as you did with Gerald. The measles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see your... Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Good lang.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
Enjoy sobra.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Noted. Say reparo. Reparo.
Hey, over here. Come on.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
Tara,
Come with
bilisan
me.
mo. Baka maglakad ka ng matagal.
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you. I think.
As I
Wait.
said, we think alike. Pleasant
Baka nang going
surprise.
sa forest, ha?
Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her Well, bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Okay. Okay,
I
ano ang
hate to see
ating
a
next
creature
thing?
get put down like that. But trolls...
Okay, wala tayong masyadong quest. So, ano muna tayo? Ano bang pwede natin gawin? Ito, side quest. So, arrest ang momentum. Practice flying near the spires. Southwest.
in Hogsmeade.
Asan yung southwest? Wow, malayo. Okay, punta tayo dun.
Accio. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Glacius. Cabalso. Descendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Levioso. Glacius. Confringo. Defendo. Stupefy. Accio. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Defendo. Glacius. Descendo. Repulso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Defendo. Descendo. Lumos. Levioso. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Repulso. Descendo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Glacius. Confringo. Repulso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Glacius. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Descendo. Stupefy. Glacius. Defendo. Revelio.
Napalaban pa ako dun.
Accio. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Cursed fiends.
Accio. Incendio.
Yun lang yun. Okay. Ano ba tayo, lobo?
There we go.
Then, oh, to the next.
They don't seem to care for me.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Ano mo naman lalabanan ko kayo ay mahihina na kayo nila lang.
That's it. Yeah.
Welcome back. Have you finished your assignments?
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice our restore momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match.
Arresto moment.
Precise, deliberate movements. Very good. I recommend spell as much as possible, perhaps before you leave here.
Arrest the momentum.
That's it. Keep it up.
Okay, mag-ayos muna tayo spell. Confringo, gawin ko dyan sa taas. Then, Accio. Depulso. Yan. Then dito ay yan. Tama. Bali, ang nauulit ko lang na skill ay Expelliarmus kasi di pa natin nakukuha itong Bombarda. Lalagay natin yan dito sa taas. Okay.
Expelliarmus, arresto momentum. Glacius, defender.
Okay, ano ang ating next mission? Tayo kay Sebastian. Layo.
Revelio.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Okay, after a long ride, dito na tayo.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Go. Saan? Nauna na nga ako eh.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Tara, pasok.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Sayang punta ko dito, layo-layo na ito. Ay, kausapin ko pala sila. Kausapin ko muna ni Solomon.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how...
Okay. Naman tayo kay Sebastian.
Revelio.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance of what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see from whatever's going on in that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Baka magagamot ko si Anne kasi may ancient magic ako. Ay, hindi pala. Kasi diba yung sa kwento.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble?
Nag-artist
Ranrock
sila
knows what
kasi.
he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Dead wizard in my book.
Ito ready.
Accio. Expelliarmus.
Somebody there? Hello?
Accio.
I won't rest. Dead.
Accio. Incendio.
No!
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Incendio.
I shall avenge your
Levioso. Are you quite finished?
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Confringo. Defendo.
You've made your last mistake.
Ito kakaiba yung shield.
You're like a love buffle. Yes, one less human to worry.
Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Defendo. Lumos. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Glacier. Confringo. Accio. Glacier.
You're making this too easy.
Defendo. Expelliarmus.
Too slow. How nice and
Glacier. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Accio. Levioso.
pity. Not quite. Eh?
Glacier. Defendo. Arresto momentum. Glacier. Expelliarmus. Leviosa! Accio!
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Revelio!
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Wait lang.
They seem to have set up
Labanan ba
camp here
ulit
for a
yun?
specific reason.
Revelio!
They have stations for everything.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was, a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
Piso?
Revelio!
Pasok.
Revelio!
Yun.
Revelio!
Piling ko nandun sa loob eh. Ano pa pumasok dito? May babaan.
Incendio!
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
This well looks familiar.
Search for clues. Ito sa puno. Yun.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Saan? Ah, yung ano. Yung pinaulanan sa Ancient Magic. Yung may drought, tapos umulan.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Depulso!
Huh, a stairwell.
Lumos.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Depulso!
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Incendio!
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian pa naman yung
Sebastian,
best friend
look.
natin eh. Lang si Nati. May mapa.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
Wala.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.